Hey guys, in this get ready with me / tutorial, I guess, I was inspired by the Jennie makeup that she had in the moonshot photo shoot a while back. I think when they first debuted as Blackpink. So yeah, in this video I'm going to show you how I recreated that look. I started with a little bit of lip balm on my lips to moisturize them, and then I moved on to eyebrows. I like to use a micro brow pencil because I find that the small pencil tip allows me to have more control as I fill them in, and I can do little strokes as you see I'm doing now, so that they look more hair-like. And the small tip also allows me to make the brows look more defined. My brows are naturally pretty straight, so I didn't really have to change anything for the brow shape itself, so I pretty much just filled them in as I would normally do. So here I'm just filling in the tail of my brow, and then I brush them out. I kind of go back and forth between filling them in and brushing them out, and here I'm filling in a little bit at the beginning of the brow, and here's one brow done and two brows done. Yeah. Next I'm moving on to concealer. I'm using the NARS Creamy Radiant one, and I use it only for my under eye so that I can conceal a little bit of the dark circles, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro concealer for my blemish scars. I use this for the pigmentation that I have on the rest of my face because it's a little bit of a thicker formula and it's more pigmented, I find, compared to the NARS Creamy Radiant one, so that it allows me to achieve a better coverage so that the pigmentation doesn't show through as much. And I'm only using this to spot conceal, and I find it super easy because of the little brush tip of the concealer. I prefer spot concealing before I put foundation on because it will help using less product afterwards, so that I don't cake on a lot of foundation afterwards. I use the concealer also under the brows to clean them up and define the line of my brows. And honestly, using the brush tip of this concealer makes it super easy to do so, and all I have to do is just carefully just go under the brow and clean up the shape so that it gives a nice definition to the brow, and then also helps highlight the area of the brow. Then I just go in with my beauty blender and blend everything out, making sure that everything is just smooth and seamless. Sorry for the kind of creepy eye roll. As you can see, my neck, it's darker than the rest of my body, and it's always been like that. I don't know, it's just how it is, because my chest is lighter, then my face is lighter, and then you have my neck, which is just decided to be a rebel, be like, you know what, I'm just gonna be darker than the rest of the body because I can. Next, for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi and the Revlon Color Stay, mixing them on the back of my hand. And I mixed those two up because I like the luminous finish of the L'Oreal Lumi foundation, but since I'm really oily, I didn't want to be greasy within 2 hours, so that's why I used the Revlon one in the formula for oily skin, so that it would help keep the oils at bay. And honestly, I didn't have to use much. I've used pretty much just half a pump of each, and now I'm just going back in with my booty blender and bouncing the sponge on my face to blend everything out. And I went back over a little bit on my blemish scars, and as you can see, there's pretty much nothing peeking through, because I wanted to achieve that kind of flawless base that you see pretty much all the time in Korean makeup. I wanted to like look flawless but not too caked up, if that makes sense. And once again, oh well, I can't do anything about it. So all I did actually was going in with foundation, and look how lighter it looks compared to the rest of my body. I'm just like, what? So I just put foundation on my neck so that I can even out everything and make it look so that there will be less of a contrast. And as you can see, there's that nice luminous finish and it being matte at the same time. Next, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Powder and just powdering the oily areas of my face, which is my T-zone and around my nose and a little bit around my mouth also. I'm also powdering the lids since I put foundation and concealer there so that it doesn't crease. And I powdered everywhere except for my cheekbones because I wanted to keep the glow there. If you can see a little bit of bumps on my face, is because I was actually flaring up from my eczema. I had a little bit of flare-ups. And next, for the eyes, I'm using the Stila pencil and I use it to fill in my lash line. And for the life of me, I cannot do it with my eyes open. I don't know how people do it, to be honest. So I do it with my eyes kind of semi-closed. I do it as I look down. And I extend the line a little bit further out compared to my lash line so that I can trace a rough sketch of a wing, of a very itty-bitty wing. Because Jennie in the picture didn't really have a dramatic wing, just a small one. And here I'm going in with the It's Top tinted eyebrow mascara from It's Skin. And I've used it because her eyebrows looked really soft looking. She didn't have very harsh brows, so I went in with the tinted brow mascara so that I could soften up the look of my brows. And next I am using the NYX liquid liner, and I'm using the one in the matte finish. It dries up matte, it doesn't dry up with a glossy finish, and I prefer matte liners. And as you can see, I just did a very small wing, and I use a pencil before using a liquid because I find it easier afterwards to just go over it with a liquid liner. And it's really easy to use this one because the brush tip is so fine that the wing is really nice and sharp. Next, I am curling my eyelashes using the Shiseido eyelash curler. And then I'm going in with a mascara. This one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara, and this one, it's in the waterproof formula. I'm using generous coats because I won't be using fake lashes in this look. And then I am using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Sparkle Leopard, I believe it was. And sorry if I look to the side from time to time, but I was watching YouTube videos as I got ready, so I kind of got distracted from time to time. And yeah, I'm using this pencil to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and also to highlight the waterline. And I find that it pulls the eye look together because it brightens up the eyes, and it kind of make the simple look a little bit, it gives a little extra oomph to the eyes since we only use eyeliner, so that it doesn't look as plain and simple, if that makes sense. Next, I am shading my face. It's not really like contouring. Contouring is much more harsh and defined. Here, I'm just recreating the natural shadows of my face, and it's nothing crazy, nothing super defining. As you can see, it's barely darker than my skin tone. Next, I am highlighting my cheekbones using this Quo highlighter. It's just a drugstore highlighter, but I think we only have it here in Canada. And I like this one because it doesn't have those glitter particles in it. As you can see, it just shows when light hits it, and it's really pretty, so that it just looks like a natural glow of the skin without looking super highlighted. As you can see, it's really pretty, and it shows when the light hits it. Next, for the lips, I'm using the NYX liquid lipstick in the shade Vintage. This is from their Suede line, I believe it's called. And I'm only using this to outline my lips, basically. Oh, here actually I went back to my cheeks because I forgot to apply blush. Oops. And I'm not using anything crazy, just a very natural blush to bring a little bit of warmth to my cheeks. And next, I'm using the NYX lipstick in the shade Aria. And it was a little bit too fuchsia looking, so I went in with the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in a much cooler tone purple, just on the outline of my lips. And this is pretty much the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, then please leave a like to this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!